I was in the hospital room once with my grandfather months before he died, and he was a man, a farmer. He just typical farmer, and didn't express affection. A man I'd never seen cry in my whole life. Days before his death, he said to his wife, "Why don't you tell me that you love me? I know you do. Why don't you just say it before I die? Why can't you just say it? I love you. Why don't you just tell me that you love me?" She was silent. When she died, we had the funeral in the little country Nazarene church where I grew up. I was the only preacher grandson at that time. I have an uncle who was a pastor. I'm named after him, Roger Lee. His name's Lee. And so at the funeral, I sat on one side of my grandmother, and my Uncle Lee sat on the other side, the two preachers. I was 17, I guess. And when the service was over, it was our job to escort her out. We took her up to the casket. She leaned over the body of my grandfather, and she began to weep and wail. And she spilled tears on his forehead and on his cheek. And she said, "Oh, how I loved him. Why? She said, why did I not tell him that I loved him? Why?"